This is Trevor Sports. Now it's time for live action in the FA Cup. So once again here on Trevor Sports, we make a trip for the sporting multiverse. It's Match of the Day Live, introduced by Trev Lynham.
Good afternoon and welcome to Wembley.
If we are ready for each challenge, we are ready for it.
Good afternoon. Leeds versus Liverpool was the premier game to watch in the 1970s. 50 years on, is it still the top game to watch in English football? Well, with me today is Trevor, and we're a couple of minutes away from kick-off here at Ellen Road, as the two sides will be going one-on-one to decide who will find their way through to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup this season. It's a game which has been an interesting point because after Marcelo Bielsa's sacking the other week, Leeds United, it's their very first chance to showcase their new manager. As for Liverpool, well, Jurgen Klopp's side are well established and have always been a side that have thrived here on Trevor Sports. Trevor, if I come to yourself first, what I'd like to know from you is where do you see this game going? Who do you see taking all 3 points? Well, 3 points. Who do you see winning today? It's difficult to look past Liverpool. I think Leeds, yes, they've got Calvin Phillips back and some other players involved in them. I just don't see defensively how they're going to be able to stop Liverpool today. But that's not a knock on Leeds. I think a lot of teams will struggle with it this season. I do. There's something about a new manager coming in. A new manager comes into the side, and sometimes it can invigorate players. It can get them, playing and finding an extra 5-10% more. And I wonder if the same may be case today. Is this going to be that great occasion? Well, we'll have to find out, really. The teams are in the tunnel, so let's go over now to our commentary team for this game. It's Trevor Brooking, but first, Trevor Gubber.
Welcome to Ellen Road for the FA Cup clash between Leeds United and Liverpool this evening. I'm Trevor Gubber, and joining me will be Trevor Brooking alongside me, looking at Jesse March's first game in charge of Leeds United. We're hoping to get off to a winning start against a strong Liverpool side, having taken over from Marcelo Bielsa. And Marsh will look to have gone strong in this one as he looks to progress in the FA Cup. As we have a look at the two lineups now, starting with Leeds United. And Marsh goes with Bamford up top, Clicker and Dallas supporting him, Alisson, Phillips and Rafinha in midfield, Striker and Llorente preferred as centre-back with Robin Koch amongst the subs. As for Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool side, they have got a very familiar looking lineup with Diego Jota, Salem Diaz up front, Van Dijk and Matip are the centre-backs, Robertson and Alexander-Arnold are at full-back. Should be a good game as much together rings around here at Ellen Road, and should be a good game in prospect in the FA Cup. Paul Tierney from Lancashire is the match referee today as we're about to get underway in this fifth round tie here on Trevor Sports, and Leeds United getting off and attacking the goal to our right in the first half, and Trevor Brooking is alongside us. We'll get his thoughts very, very shortly as Rafinha comes forward for Leeds in the first chance of the game. Lovely one from Rafinha in to Stuart Dallas, edge of the penalty area for Jesse March's side, loses out and Thiago intercepts. Looked a bit like a foul there, but referee waves play on, and now here's Jordan Henderson on to Diego Jota through own goal away from Pascal Struijk, who gets back at him, and as well Llorente does well as to help out Pascal Struijk, and he's up to Patrick Bamford on towards Stuart Dallas. Good play this from Leeds so far, good defending from the Whites as well as Van Dijk intercepts there from Dallas, but Dallas is winning back after a poor ball from the Dutch international, and now Alisson on to Bamford as Leeds come forward once more. Here's Matthijs Klich, he's got Firpo outside him if he wants to use him, and does. Junior Firpo back in to Matthijs Klich, and Klich will look up. Will he? No, he'll try and get through, but Liverpool intercepted. Now on towards Jota from Salah. Good start here. We're getting thoughts of Trevor Booking very shortly as we're going towards 5 minutes gone. As it's a fast-paced start here. As Harrison now picks up for Leeds. Here's Matthias Klick, who's looking forward. Back into Harrison. Back out to Klick. Klick's got Firpo coming up on the outside of him and uses him. And Firpo with a wonderful ball into us. Jack Harrison. Harrison comes out and claims him. Coming up to us 6 minutes gone here. Trevor, what's your thoughts on this game so far?
Well, I think one thing to look for is because Leeds have got the change of manager, they've certainly got a change of impetus. But tactically here today, how do you stop this Liverpool side? There's just so much quality from 1 for 11 today, and I think Leeds United will need a lot of luck today, I think, if they are going to get a result.
Yes, there's that ball in there from Junior Firpo. It's headed away. Comes out to Jack Harrison on the edge of the penalty area. Now Stuart Dallas. Got Thiago for company, so Dallas has to go back to Phillips. Here's Harrison once more, and Harrison will come forward for Leeds. Out wide to Junior Firpo. Good stall this from the Whites. Here's Matthias Klick inside the penalty. Klick goes down. Leeds fans wanted a penalty. No penalty given there. We'll get the thoughts of Trevor in a second as Liverpool try and break with Mohamed Salah. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now line for Salah. And Phillips is across there to win a throw for Leeds United. And well, Leeds are just taking the throw and having it at the back with Diego Llorente. Now, Trevor, what did you make to that penalty decision there? Because it could have been given.
I've seen them given, but you have to say, with so much simulation in the game at the moment, you can see why they're so difficult to give. Thought it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, to be honest, and probably the right decision.
Yes, is Alexander-Arnold trying to get him behind with that support ball there forward from Liverpool, and the right back couldn't go an end of it as Meslier now will look to kick long downfield. He's still goalless if you're just joining us here on Trevor Sports. Coming up towards 11 minutes as the ball is flicked off from Bamford looking towards Dallas. And now Van Dijk has it for Liverpool. Will look to come forward. Thiago Robertson now. Back to Thiago, who was a big miss in the recent Liverpool game. But now Diaz, who's started well since he's come to Liverpool. And now he's out wide with Andy Robertson up against Rafinha. Here's Jordan Henderson. And wonderful challenge to stop him momentarily there from Matthias Klick and Stuart Dallas and Phillips. Klick goes down and no free kick given. On towards the edge of the penalty area. Now Diego Jota on the edge of the box. Jota's shot is blocked by Struijk and goes behind for a corner kick to Liverpool. Good bit of play there from Liverpool, Trevor. Yeah,
I think Liverpool at the moment are very comfortable on the ball, but one of the things to look at is Leeds United's backline. They're very compact, they're taking very close to Liverpool and not allowing them to have a lot of room. And if that's the game, and that's the game plan that they get us set up, Liverpool may find this afternoon a bit frustrating.
Yes, as we get ready for the Liverpool corner then to be taken by Trent Alexander-Arnold over on that far side. As he looks to whip the ball in now, looking towards Luis Diaz with the header, and he's just over the bar. Free header there from Luis Diaz, and Leeds still yet to get marking the players inside the penalty area there, Trevor.
Just switched off. I mean, at this level, that's criminal defending, but also unforgivable. If you get that much room in the penalty area, you've got to test the goalkeeper. Luis Diaz will be annoyed at himself for that, and really he should have done a lot better.
Yes, he will indeed, Trevor. Alexander-Arnold is picked out well by Thiago, who strikes there to intercept Alexander-Arnold's ball forward. Klick now for Leeds. Here's Llorente. Phillips, the England player of the year. Now Harrison coming forward into Matthias Klick. And back out wide to Jack Harrison. Good play this from Jesse March's side as he looks to get forward here. Lovely ball in towards the penalty area from Harrison. Just over the hit of everybody in there, including Bamford. And he goes out for a throw to Liverpool in front of their own fans. Coming towards 17 minutes gone, remains goalless. Liverpool just out edging the possession so far as Thiago picks up the ball. Here's Van Dijk. Lovely ball across to Joel Matip. Matip coming forward. Here's Henderson. Down the line is Alexander-Arnold. Lovely play this. He's lost out, so now is Firpo. Struijk. Down. Phillips. Back to Llorente. Llorente will look up and he picks out Luke Ailey. The captain still in the absence of Liam Cooper. Here's Dallas now from Leeds. From Rafinha's ball. Here's Matthias Klick. Klick does well. Finds Phillips. Comes forward. And feeds in Junior Firpo on the far side. Almost 20 minutes gone here. Remains goalless. Firpo thought he might have won a free kick there, did the Leeds fans, but nothing given. Bamford picks up. Here's Dallas on the edge of the box. Stuart Dallas off of the post and so close to the first goal under Jesse Marsh for Leeds United there, Trevor.
Oh, desperately unlucky Stuart Dallas. Great work in the area. Leeds looking so comfortable on the ball. When Dallas had the space, he'll be kicking himself there. He's caught it with his laces. I wonder if he tried to curl it. He might have been able to just find it to creep inside the post, but that's desperately unlucky.
Yes, absolutely. Leeds United, the closest anyone has really come by striking the woodwork there. Liverpool's best chance, that Diaz header over the crossbar a few moments ago, you may remember. Here's Bamford now for Leeds, who wins a foul in there as the Liverpool man says no foul there, and it's just a talking to Joel Matip, and just a bit surprised the referee's not booked him there, Trevor. What do you reckon?
It looks like a late challenge, I suppose, and it's the first real sort of pulled up foul of the game. It's not been a dirty game at all at the moment. Let's not go that. It's very competitive, so I think it's probably the right decision by the referee just to allow play to go on.
Rafinha with the free kick then for Leeds United in towards Bamford. Breaks for Jack Harrison, who can't control it. And now Jota gets Salah away. But Salah's ball forward is cut out, and Leeds will have another chance to move forward. And Phillips, who can't keep hold of possession. Now it's Thiago for Liverpool. Good start from both sides here. No one wanted to let anyone get on top and have real dominance in this game so far. Marshall's side has settled well and looked more solid defensively, apart from that free header in the box from Diaz from a corner, but from open play a little more solid in defence. As I say, that Liverpool wear the ball into the edge of the penalty and forced Meslier into a fine stop there, and a fantastic save from Ilan Meslier there. And Meslier will kick forward looking for Patrick Bamford, who flicks the ball on, looking for Jack Harrison, and he gets there, Harrison. Liverpool defence and Matip very slow to react to that flick on there from Bamford, but Thiago and Van Dijk will just mop up and Liverpool will come away with possession. And Liverpool defence there, Trevor, with Matip almost getting caught out there by the flick on from Bamford.
Yeah, you can see Leeds' game plan at the moment. It's Bamford very much playing as the target man, and that sort of four-man in midfield with being anchored by is just allowing Bamford to win headers and play things through, and likes of Dallas and Rafinha I think are going to be key for finding little runs in space, particularly when Liverpool push their fullbacks forwards. You know, that does expose them at the back when they've got Robertson and Alexander-Arnold forward.
Yes, and Alexander-Arnold's forward now as he takes this away to Mohamed Salah. Down on the far side, the right as Liverpool attack, Leeds at his left, and that's a brilliant challenge from Harrison to get the ball away momentarily, as he's back now with Alexander-Arnold, the throw-in taken towards Diaz. Well, that's a wonderful header clear. Breaks for Thiago on the edge of the box. Now Henderson will pull the ball in towards the penalty. Looking for Andy Robertson on this far side. Well, this near side towards the far side as you're watching from the east stand, as that header crashes off the crossbar. That's Liverpool's best chance, and Liverpool starting to create a few chances now as we see this throw-in from Andy Robertson to be taken in a minute once he finds the ball, which he has done. Now it's Thiago back to Robertson, and Robertson puts the ball in with chested behind there from Llorente, and it's a corner kick to Liverpool. Cheap corner there to be given as we get ready for this corner to be coming now from Andy Robertson. Coming towards 32 minutes gone, it remains goalless, as that's a better defensive line from Leeds United to head away from the corner, but Salah will pick up, closely followed by Mateus Click. Here's Fabinho for Liverpool coming forward as it's trapped by Phillips. Dallas is there to watch his man, and Phillips watching Fabinho. Dallas comes to help him. Rafinha trying to help out too. Liverpool still have possession inside the boxes. Robertson after a wonderful cross in, but he's headed away. Dallas flicks it on as well after Stroy gets it away initially. Phillips closing down Thiago. Liverpool try and come forward once more. Fabinho there. Phillips trying to get back at him. A wonderful challenge there from Calvin Phillips to get the ball back, and Stroy gets the ball up to Bamford, and Leeds have a chance to break here. He needs support though, Patrick Bamford. He can't do it all on his own. It's right, Harrison. Now it's with Click. Ball over the top looking for Bamford, who's onside. But Van Dijk's across there to clear. and he's picked up by Junior Firpo for Leeds. Leeds having a good bit of spell on the ball in this first half so far. Into the final 9 or so minutes as Firpo ball forward is blocked. And now is Liverpool chance to try and get forward with Alexander Arnold, who will look up. He said he has to go back to Matip, who's very, very sluggish at the back at the moment, in my opinion. Is this Van Dijk from Liverpool? Here's Robertson. Good bit of playlist from Liverpool. As Thiago picks up on to Henderson. Moving forward. Thiago. Alexander Arnold. Wonderful challenge there from Jack Harrison to clear. As Leeds fans get behind their team, singing marching on together. Here's Henderson with the cross, is blocked. Harrison just helps out clearing it. Something from going out for a corner. Instead he goes out for a throw. Looking to Mo Salah, who looks to get the ball into Salah penalty by himself, holding off his man. Comes out to Thiago on the edge of the box. Phillips there to try and block him. Ailing up against Robertson. Forcing Robertson back. Out wide to Alexander Arnold. Alexander Arnold with the cross in, and an header there from Salah is cleared away. And Rafinha can try and bring this ball away for Leeds. 41 minutes gone here. Remains goalless. As Diego Llorente will pass the ball out wide to Junior Firpo. As we come towards the end of this first half, then Trevor, what have you made to the contest so far? I think it's been a fairly even side, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a boxing match, you'd probably say Leeds are just shading it. They've had the best knockout blow. Liverpool were definitely creating chances, and Leeds' tactic of sitting deep and allowing to sort of soak up Liverpool pressure is working, because when Leeds are on the ball, they look quite comfortable today. I guess the only thing we're sort of sad of at the moment, we haven't had a goal or two to show for the quality of the game thus far.
Yes, as Rafinha puts the ball and looks towards Patrick Bamford, and that's how it cleared away by Virgil van Dijk, who was just in front of Patrick Bamford there, and that's the best chance Leeds have probably created other than hitting the post. They're going close there, Bamford, but Van Dijk just going ahead of him there, as now Henderson will come away for Liverpool. Wonderful crossfield pass to make out Alexander Arnold as we're going to stoppage time at the end of this first half. It's been an enthralling first half, as Leeds probably just shading the game, as Trevor Buckins says alongside me. Here's Bamford. Now it's Click. Down the line it goes, looking for Bamford up against Matip, and Bamford knows he's got the beating of Matip, but not on that occasion. Matip's strength just shown there, as there goes the half-time whistle. It's Leeds United 0, Liverpool 0. Are the play then Leeds United with the better of the chances as the teams go down the tunnel here at Ellen Road, as Leeds and Liverpool are goalless at the break. We're back to the studio now to Trevor Lynham and the gang.
Half time, it's 0-0, and Leeds United potentially having the better of it at the moment, Trevor. But ultimately, though, it's been a good game thus far. It has. It's been a fair game. Both sides are trying to play their football. It's just waiting to get going. I think if we'd seen an early goal, it really would be all hands to the pump and flying away. We haven't seen it, admittedly, but no, a good enough game so far. I kind of think Leeds will feel slightly upset that they haven't had the breakthrough, because they've probably edged the first half. Well, Trevor, talk us through the highlights of the first half. Well, I guess we'll start off with Diogo Jota, and if we go through the first chance that he was presented with today, it's all down to the good work made by Liverpool's wing-backs able to run into space. Alexander Arnold and Andy Robertson are pretty much playing in an inverted role and running right in, and that's causing Leeds some problems here today. That's Luis Diaz's header, who, to be fair, he should have done a lot better with that. And the best chance of the first half fell into Stuart Dallas. Yeah, you just see with Stuart Dallas, when he catches that left-footed, you can just see the ball arcing back in, and that's desperately unlucky, the way it just hasn't found its way in. Another chance for Luis Diaz. Yeah, he's had 2 chances from 2 headers today, and that one, well, that's a really good stop, I have to say, by Meslier. He able to parry it onto the bar and away. That's a real brilliant bit of goalkeeping, and that's an excellent stop. Well, that is all the action from the Hers. A reminder here, folks, that the draw for the sixth round will be coming up after the game. But now let's go and join our match commentators for the second half. It's Trevor Brooking, but first, Trevor Gubber.
Welcome back to Ellen Road. Then it remains goalless if you're just joining us here on Trevor Sports. Should be a good second half as Liverpool will get us underway. They're attacking the goal to our right. Leeds attacking the Donrevy Cop end to the left. Liverpool attacking the Norman Hunter stand to the right. As Andy Robertson on that far side gets into Thiago. No changes by the looks of it at this moment in time as Leeds United have to do a bit of defending. It is Andy Robertson. Good. Liverpool starting on the front foot, and Leeds know if Liverpool continue like this, there will be chances in the game for them. As Rafinha wins the ball back there for Leeds, and now he finds Llorente. Phillips gets the ball to Ayling, and Ayling will look up. Rafinha. Here's Dallas, and that's a wonderful ball into Jack Harrison. Now Patrick Bamford. Good order play. Here's Mateus Click. Out wide to Rafinha. Rafinha on the edge of the penalty area. Wonderful challenge bad there from Andy Robertson, and Liverpool will come away with possession now. And here's Luis Diaz, but he loses out to Dallas, and Ayling now has possession. Rafinha. Here's Ayling. I wonder if one of these two sides will get the first goal in this game, or will they go to a replay at Anfield in 10 days' time? Find out here on Trevor Sports as we watch the second half unfold. And I wonder if one of these Leeds players will be looking to get on the first score sheet under Jesse Marsch for the first time in action following the departure of Marcelo Bielsa last weekend. As here's John Henderson for Liverpool. Here's Mohamed Salah, and now he's back with Henderson. Forward to Alexander Arnold. We'll play this from Liverpool. Salah with the shot, and Salah with the goal, and Liverpool against the winning player, would have to say, have opened the scoring on 52 minutes. It's Leeds United 0, Liverpool 1, and that's Mo Salah's goal for Liverpool, and he can't stop scoring in front of goal, and Jesse Marsch has got a lot of work to do, and Meslier is beaten for the first time this afternoon, pulled off some good saves when he's called upon. Will Leeds United find themselves behind here, Trevor?
Well, this is the danger of Liverpool. Sometimes you think that they're not posing a threat and they produce this. It was a good part, but the great skill here is Jota. Look at that excellent little dummy. He's able to take Struijk out of the game. As a result of it, Mohamed Salah here sees a gap. It's just a little one, but he can see it there past Llorente and Phillips. Goes with the right foot this time, and I think that's what catches Meslier out. It's pace more than anything that does it, but in the form Mo Salah is at the moment, you dare doubt him. It's a great finish, but it certainly opens up the second half now.
He does indeed, as now Struijk looks up to find Fairper. Can Leeds respond here in Jesse Marsch's first game in charge as they try and march through the competition? Here's Harrison. Here's Mateus Click. Back to Harrison as Leeds will look for immediate responses. Harrison loses out. That's Henderson as Fabinho finds Alexander Arnold now as Liverpool will look to tear the sting out of Leeds' attacks every time they come forward. As Salah now picks up. Fairpo watching him, which allowed Liverpool to play inside, and Leeds not watching the main runners from midfield as that balls into us. Andy Robertson! And a fantastic save there from Milan Meslier to keep Leeds United in this game.
Well, the quality of this ball at the moment was the key to it here. Look at that pass by Mo Salah, and I think Robertson's slightly surprised by the slide across by Llorente. Goes with his right foot. I wonder if he'd gone with his left, whether he might have been able to stab it past Meslier, but great football there by Liverpool.
Yes, it is Andy Robertson to tear the corner then, who's just won the corner for Liverpool. In towards Diego Jota, who is headed away there by Struijk, and Harrison will charge out to try and get the ball. Harrison does win the ball back and now finds Bamford, and Leeds United will try and counter-attack as Liverpool have got men forward. Bamford to Harrison, back to Bamford. Now he's out with Rafinha, and Rafinha's got men in support if he will look to find them. Rafinha holding it well. Wonderful ball from Rafinha, he's just headed away as Bamford was coming in. There, now breaks for Stuart Dallas. Mateus Click now for Leeds. Click Thought he had a bit more time than he did there, and he lost out. And now Joel Matip will pick up. Leeds coming forward to try and get an equaliser, but Liverpool standing firm at the moment as we come up towards an hour played. It's Leeds 0, Liverpool 1 here on Trevor Sports. If you're just joining us, Leeds with the better of the sides in the first half, had the better chances, and they've gone behind against a run of play as Alisson picks up. And Trevor, since Liverpool have got the lead, Leeds have had to come out and almost go in there. Liverpool almost got a second as well with Leeds pushing out. We'll come back to that point in a second as Liverpool try and get the ball forward towards Salah, was just caught offside there. What do you think Leeds United and Jesse Marsch will have to try and do now to get back into this game?
I think they need to push Luke Ayling and Junior Firpo further forward, because I think Leeds are sitting far too deep. They can push the wing back forwards and try and push Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson back, and that's no mean feat. It might allow the midfield to push up further forward to support Bamford, because I think he's a little bit isolated. Leeds are creating chances, but I think for them really today set pieces could be their best bet of getting a goal back against this Liverpool side. But to do that, they're going to have to take risks, and it's going to expose them on the counter-attack.
Yes, as they almost did there, but Stroy and Alisson with Firpo's help did well to get the ball clear for Leeds. Salah tried to get forward there for Liverpool. Here's Firpo on to Stuart Dallas, and Dallas will come forward. Here's Rafinha. Bamford back to go from Bamford, still going. Bamford turns, Bamford loses out there, and that is cleared out of play for a throw there to Leeds United, and Leeds will try and push forward for another chance to equalise as Llorente has it just inside his own half, into strike inside the penalty area, inside the centre circle rather. Here's Click as Leeds will push men forward now. Here's Alisson. Got Firpo coming up on the outside if he wants to use him, and does. And now here is Junior Firpo, who wins a throw in, but Leeds fans around us wanting a free kick there. Only a throw in suffice according to the referee, and also according to me. I thought that was only a throw in as Firpo with the cross in. He's headed away easily there, but Alisson picks up. Alisson pressing, and Alisson pressing well, as that's what Marsch likes to install, pressing on the person who's got the ball, and then when Leeds win it back, there's space for Leeds to counter, as here's Henderson. Alisson tracking back, here's Mateus Click. Click does well, and now is with Alexander-Arnold, who will come forward. Salah to Henderson. Firpo across to watch Jordan Henderson here. Rolls in towards the penalty area, and there's an header just wide in the end from Luis Diaz, and Liverpool going close again there, Trevor.
Yeah, and it's those little triangle passes that they're playing down the wings that are making the difference. Jordan Henderson, really good cross. He has had a very good game today, Jordan Henderson. Luis Diaz with his second header, and that's fallen wide, and another chance that's gone begging. But I think Leeds need to not be too worried. They've got to accept that Liverpool are going to create chances if they're going to push forward and try and get back in the game. And to be fair to Leeds, they are certainly doing that when they're on the ball.
Yes, it is Firpo now. Leeds, as Trevor just said there, are trying to create chances to get back into the game. As it is Firpo to find Llorente, and Diego Llorente will look up and play a wonderful ball looking for Rafinha, who couldn't get there in the end, and Liverpool have got the ball back. Here's Henderson now. Jota gets the ball forward for Salah. Back to Jota. But I think that ball was aiming for Henderson, who's got it now and finds Andy Robertson. Robertson with the ball in. It's blocked by Rafinha. Out of play for a throw there to Liverpool. No changes yet from Jesse Marsch. Only if he may need to go to the bench shortly with 20 minutes remaining. Sliding challenge there from the Leeds man, Stuart Dallas. We were just getting a talking to there from Paul Tierney. And no booking there. Trevor, what did you think?
I think he's lucky here not to be booked. That looks a very late challenge, and that's I think the referee might have got that one just a tad wrong, I think.
Alexander-Arnold whips the ball in. This comes to us. Diaz inside the penalty area there, but ailing across there against Henderson to get the ball back, but Henderson is fouled has committed a foul on Luke Ayling there, as you see the replay there, Trevor. Silly there from Henderson, really. Ayling wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, it's silly foul to give away given that the pressure that Liverpool were on, but it just allows Leeds to reset and grab a breather, and you'd think for a man of his experience, Jordan Henderson, he wouldn't be prone to mistakes like that, but that's the case. But the one thing you've noticed the game is the players are tiring, the fouls are happening at the moment, and Leeds can start winning these further up the pitch. Maybe they can put Alisson under a bit of pressure.
Yes, it is Ayling as Leeds will come forward to try and get the equaliser. Take this to a replay in 10 days time at Anfield as Rafinha comes forward again. Wonderful one from Rafinha. His cross is blocked behind for a corner, and Leeds will get the chance to fetch up Diego Llorente. Pascal Struijk from the back. It will be Rafinha to take first corner of the game for Leeds. Here's Rafinha with that corner. He's in towards the back post where Bamford was lurking. Retains Click trying to get the ball back, but Henderson does well to win the ball back for Liverpool. Matip, who's a little more solid in the second half, as Phillips win the balls back to Bamford. Bamford, wonderful ball to Harrison, but Bamford has committed a foul there. I'm not sure what the referee is given here, Trevor. Can you just tell us what he's given?
I think potentially pushing over Virgil van Dijk. It's a good spot by the referee to see that, because in real time you think it's the foul's gone against Van Dijk, but you can see that Bamford just pushes him, and that's why the referee gave the foul.
Yes, as Dan James comes on to replace Jack Harrison, Jesse Marsh's first substitution for Leeds United as Leeds United head coach, as well as Rafinha commits a foul on Robertson. Liverpool have a free kick. Robertson thought about taking it quickly there, but no, opted against it in the end, as we see the challenge again, and I think that was a free kick. Alexander Arnold across from the right hand side to take this, and he whips the ball in towards the penalty area. Salah flicks the ball on, he's headed away, and the referee has spotted a free kick and a foul on Diaz by Firpo, I think, and Phillips were trying to plead Firpo's innocence there. What did you make to this, Trevor?
Well, Luis Diaz is in the air at this point, and when you challenge somebody in the air, if you're not going for the ball, it's a foul, so that's why he's given the decision there. Thought he got away with it, Junior Firpo, just trying to lean into your opponent, but that was a bit too much.
Yes, Alexander Arnold stood over this free kick. Fabinho too. It will be Trent Alexander-Arnold struck against the wall there. Comes out to Andy Robertson. Poor free kick from Trent, of a player in Trent's calibre. Knows he can do much better than that normally. As Robertson comes forward, but Leeds win the ball back as Rafinha has possession. Here's Struijk. It would be a risky pass to find Pascal Struijk there, but it's come off for Leeds United, and now here's Dan James. Fresh legs against Jordan Henderson's tired legs, but he goes to Matthijs Click, and Click loses out but wins the ball back off the Liverpool man in the middle of the park there. Now Ayling has it for Rafinha, and Rafinha will look up, taking on Thiago. Goes inside from Thiago and finds Phillips. Back out wide to Rafinha. Rafinha with the ball in, comes towards Bamford with Alisson, reads out well, and with about 10 minutes left to go here, Trevor. Obviously Leeds are trailing, but you would have to say, with the chances that Leeds have created, Jesse Marsh will be pleased with what he's seen from his side this afternoon.
Yeah, you'd hope that there's enough there to keep them in the Premier League, and you're probably judging by this, but the fact Liverpool are having to defend so deep probably shows you sort of where Liverpool are today. I mean, the magical game in the Carabao Cup final, perhaps the best 0-0 you might see, but here today they look slightly jaded, dare we say.
Yes, and normally sides after big games are jaded in their next one, as Liverpool take a quick free kick to find Trent Alexander-Arnold on this near side right, up against Dan James, and Dan James will make him put to the back post, and Meslier comes out and punches clear. I thought he could have claimed that there, Meslier, the French under-21 international goalkeeper. As Llorente, another risky pass, but gets away with it as Firpo picks up. Ball forward towards James, who wins his header, Finds Mateus Click. Now Dallas. All right to Rafinha. And Rafinha going forward for Leeds as Leeds fans still remain behind their team with 5 minutes to go. Or less than that now. That's Phillips to James. Got Phillips outside and opts back for Phillips. Now on for Dallas. It's got Rafinha outside of him if he wants to use him and does. Rafinha cuts in. Mateus Click into the box. And Click wins a free kick there. Foul by Henderson. And a booking there for Jordan Henderson. And Trevor with the fouls on his leg go and not booked in when he's pressed. That's a booking for Henderson there.
Well, I think it's just persistent fouls, isn't it? You've committed one foul too many. In the book you go, son.
Yes, it's a confirmation of John Nelson's booking. Rafinha over this free kick as Mane comes off for Diaz. Off the ball there from Rafinha. Leeds whiskers away from equalising. And how unlucky can you get? What a chance there from Rafinha, Trevor.
Brilliant free kick he had. He's got it up and over the wall. That's just very, very unlucky. But, you know, sometimes to progress in the FA Cup, you need to be lucky rather than good.
Yes, indeed there, Trevor's Leeds with Rafinha coming close there. Leeds with the better of the chances, but it's that goal from Mohamed Salah, which has separated the two sides. We're coming up towards the end of the match. We're looking at the game overall then, Trevor, and we'll get your thoughts on that in a minute. What have you made to the game? And we'll get that in a second. And here's Phillips for Leeds as they try and rescue the replay. And he's fouled there, Phillips. So what have you made to the game so far today, Trevor?
It's been a good game, played in the right spirit. Both sides have tried to attack. It's been a real tactical midfield battle. Very much the case. But do you guess the one thing today? You say lack of quality in front of goal was why it's only 1-0.
Yes, as Rafinha's free kick is cleared away. Now comes for James, and now Mateus Click. Click is one yet Leeds yet another free kick. Bamford's there, and Bamford will take it quickly to find Fairpo. Fairpo with the ball back in for Bamford. Acrobatic and a wonderful save there from Alisson. Oh, we're lucky Bamford is there, Trevor.
Well, that might just keep Liverpool in the FA Cup, put them in the 6th round. Great sight there for Bamford to take it quickly. When the ball played back to him, it was an excellent acrobatic volley. Alisson, though, that is an outstanding save and could have guaranteed Liverpool a one-tie pass into the 6th round.
Yes, Leo Elder's on for Junior Fairpo as that corner comes in for Leeds. It clears away, finds Rafinha on the edge of the box. Rafinha chips the ball back in. It's cleared away by Liverpool and Salah picks up and Liverpool will try and break here. Here's Jota. From Mane back to Jota. And Liverpool win the ball. Concede possession as Leeds will try and come forward. One last attempt for them maybe. But no, there is a full-time whistle. And Leeds United are out of the FA Cup. A valiant effort in his debut game for Jesse Marsh's side. Jesse Marsh will be seeing a lot of pride and a lot of fight and passion from his side there, but they lose in the FA Cup by 1-0 thanks to Mo Salah's strike. He's finished here. Leeds United 0, Liverpool 1. Trevor.
Well, Salah's stupendous effort slides Liverpool into the 6th round of the FA Cup. Leeds United bow out but can hold their heads up high. They gave it a real good go today, but in the end it was the quality of the finishing that made a difference, Trevor. It was hands down. Liverpool just had a better ability in forward roles and were able to create better chances and ultimately just to have a better game because of it. I think Leeds defended quite well, but again it was quality from a finishing standpoint Leeds United struggled with, and you look at the likes of sort of Bamford had that one chance at the end, but most of the game Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip kept him relatively quiet, it has to be said. Well, Trevor, let's have a look at some of the highlights, shall we? And we'll start off with the goal that happened just 7 minutes into the second half. Yeah, and it happens again here. For the first time, Liverpool get the ball and they start moving it over at pace. They start moving it very quickly. And this is what I love about it. Lovely bit of work by Alexander-Arnold. Jota, lovely skill And when it does open up, Mo Salah decides to go on his right foot. And I think this is what catches Meslier out. He's not expecting Mo Salah to hit this early. Lovely little skill that is by Jota. Just able to take 2 Leeds United defenders out of it. And a brilliant finish. And Andy Robertson was presented with another golden chance. It was lovely pass by Salah, and Andy Robertson will be absolutely kicking himself. He goes with his right foot. I think he goes with left and goes across goal. He might have stood a better chance. Luis Diaz with another opportunity here. You can just see, you know, Jordan Henderson finding the room, crossing it in. I think Luis Diaz may be on heading practice, I think, first thing Monday morning. He just hasn't quite got it just right today, and it's very unlucky. There were other chances in the game. Alexander-Arnold's free kick was not the best. It struck the wall. And this booking for Jordan Henderson, just a late challenge, nothing more. I don't think there's any real need to get too caught up in it. What about Rafinha's free kick? Rafinha's free kick was quite fantastic. So late in the game, off the bar. I wonder if Alisson had it covered, had it made its way through. And then the last chance of the game. Yeah, Firpo's course. There goes Bamford, and I don't know if that's heading in. It seems to just sort of be dipping over Alisson, but that is an excellent save, a really important save. A save which pretty much puts Liverpool into the 6th round. Does indeed a great performance by Alisson, and for Liverpool, congratulations. They're in the draw for the 6th round of the Cup. To find out that all those draws and those teams taking place, let's go over and join Trevor Lineker at Lancaster Gate for the draw. Thank you very much. We're here at Lancaster Gate today, and we are going to find out the 4 ties that will be played in the quarterfinals of this season's FA Cup. So it's time over to go over and go to the our adjudicator for this. It's Trevor Kelly. Thank you very much. Welcome here to the Football Association Challenge Cup, sponsored by Emirates, draw for the 6th round of the FA Cup. These ties to be played on the 19th and 20th of March. And here are the 4 games. Drawing the home times today, as always, is Trevor Brown. He's the chairman of the Challenge Cup Committee. And drawing the away times today is Trevor Millerchurch. He's the chairman of the Football Association. Before we make the draw, here are the 8 teams, and these are the numbers which they were allotted with. These are all in order. So we'll go over and ask Trevor Brown to make the very first draw. Number 2. Number 2 is, of course, Liverpool. Number 5. And Liverpool will play Tottenham Hotspur. That's our first 6th round game. Number 3. Number 3 is Sheffield United. Number 7. And they will play West Ham United. Number 1. Number 1 is Preston North End. Number 8. Number 8 is Aston Villa. So Preston North End versus Aston Villa. And final tie. Number 4. Number 4 will be Brentford or Arsenal, the only 5th round game that's gone to a replay. Number 6. Of course, they will play Chelsea. So there is the draw for the 6th round of the FA Cup. Well, Trevor, what a draw this is. Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur are going to play each other in the quarterfinals. Sheffield United and West Ham. You know, is there a way for a championship side to get through to the semi-finals? Preston North End have had a brilliant season in the Cup. They've got a home tie in Aston Villa. That might be the championship's best chance, but they're both away from home. And Brentford or Arsenal, the winner of that replay, have got another London derby awaiting them. Chelsea, you know Arsenal and Chelsea have had some rivalries in the Cup, but could you imagine Brentford and Chelsea, the 2 West London sides, going at it in the Cup? That could be something quite spectacular. All in all, it's a brilliant bit of football there. Well, that allows us to just go through the match of the day, and this is the setup, because we're going to cover all 4 games for you in one extended highlight show. So the quarterfinals will be just one episode of Match of the Day, but we will have all the action. And keep your eye out this week, because we'll give you a very special brief edition of Sports Night, where we will bring you the action between Brentford and Arsenal. As for today, it's Leeds United that bow out of the FA Cup after Liverpool got through. Another blindingly brilliant goal by Mo Salah. The defending champions are looking for the very first time in Liverpool history to try and defend it. All they got to do is come against a side that once had perhaps the finest run that we have ever seen here in Trevor Sports in the FA Cup. If you want to find out what happens, make sure you've liked, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you've hit the bell to get those notifications to find out where we're going live. As for myself and Trevor, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.
And still Ricky Villa. What a fantastic run. He scored.
Is Gascoigne going to have a crack? He is, you know. Oh, he's there!
The it's there.